raised in the Lone Star Land, with boots on my feet and dreams in my hand. A little sassy but a whole lot of grace. You'll see that fire when you look in my face. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. From the blue bonnet fields to the city streets, every step I take feels like home to me. With a little sass and a lot of pride, this Texas girl's got nothing to hide. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Gummy shoe prints, laid them down the street. Chocolate wrappers hiding secrets sweet. They don't miss a beat, they've got a knack. With licorice ropes pulling answers back. Twist the wrapper to reveal the truth. A sticky web spun by a candy sloop. No sour lies can escape the grip. These lollipops always crack the whip.
Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, and happy Friday. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you're all doing well. Hello, me and you. Hey, Heather. Hello, Lainey Kate from Missouri. How are you? Hey, Meemaw. Welcome, welcome. Me and you and Rhonda. How are y'all doing? Let's see. Here we got Miss Kathy. Good to have you, Miss Kathy. And let's see. Let me take it from here because it keeps skipping. Here we go. Hi, Heather. Welcome, welcome. Lori. Hello, beautiful. Good to have you. Anybody else? Hello to everybody. Grammy the Great. So good to have you in here with us. Welcome, welcome. Charlene, how are you doing? Good to have you. Anybody else? Hey, Teresa. Good to have you. And Patty. Hey, Lisa King. How are you? Laura W. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to everybody. Happy Friday the 13th. Yes, yes. Let's see. Valley Gal, how you doing? Got April T, Lisa King, Kathy. Hey, Bobby. How you doing? Good to have you. I hope you're feeling better. You had me a little worried last night. So, hello to everybody. Hello to everybody in the bushes. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you. Yes, today is Friday the 13th. Let me start by saying we have a storm that's over us right now. It's nothing really horrible, but it's enough to cause distractions. It came through just a little while ago, and for some reasons, the wind shifted and it swirled back, and it's going back the other direction right now. So, oh my goodness, thank you. This is my hairdo when I just put mousse in it, let it go. I just haven't done nothing to it yet. I will put it up in a big messy bun and have the curly pieces to it because I'm going to the ballpark. It did not rain at the ballpark today where I go. Thank you, April. Hey, Ginger Snap, how are you? Good to have everybody here. Thank y'all so much for being here. Does anybody have a birthday today before we get too much into things? Today is my granddaughter's birthday. She is 8 years old. And y'all, she was having a sleepover tonight. Hey, Kimberly. And she had to cancel. She has broke out on a rash. It was on her cheeks. It's on her arms right here. And it's now going down the back of her back. So she is very upset, very sad. But the doctors did tell her the whole part of this rash was to be expected. They're treating her for scarlet fever, but they're also treating her for what they call fifth disease or cheek disease. So she's on medication, but she is really sad about her sleepover. So, anyways, Tap Dancer Lizzie, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I saw somebody show poodles. I didn't see you sneaking up in here, show poodles. There you are. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, today is her birthday. I know there's a friend that I was just talking with on the phone. It is her birthday. I believe she might be listening. Hey, Sharon. So, we are going to play our new birthday song. Here we go.
Woke up today with a smile in my heart. It's your special day, a brand new start. The candles are lit, the cake's in sight. Let's make this moment shine so bright. Happy birthday, my dear friend. May your joy today never end. Hope your dreams take flight, soar far. Have a day as sweet as you are. The laughter echoes, the music plays. Memories we'll keep for all our days. Raise a glass to the year ahead, for all the words we've yet to have said. Happy birthday, my dear friend.
Happy birthday, my friend. Welcome to everybody that's just snuck in on us. Hope everybody that's having a birthday today has a super great day. You are so loved. Okay, guys. So, got all of that out of the way. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, all the good things, you know. Y'all hear it all the time. But, hey, Maurice, hello. Thank you, Miss Kathy. Thank you. We needed something for birthdays, so I put that one together a little bit. Hi, Donna. How are you? Good to have you. I don't know if you noticed today's title was just Where's Sebastian? There's some things I've got that's been heavy on my heart, and we're going to do some talking today. There's some things I want to clear up. There's some things that I need to say, and I need to get it off all of my chest. We know Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers went missing when he was reported missing on February the 26th in the early morning hour. We all started hearing about this young man that had autism, and his mother said he ran away. We all come on this platform, we start talking about him, we start listening to all the news conferences. Nothing was showing up. No evidence anywhere at all. We start digging in a little deeper. 8 days in, we listen to his mother and his stepfather tell their story. Hello, Legally Blonde. And so we take their story and we're like, okay, we have a timeline. Let's go. Let's start doing everything we can do to help in the search for Sebastian Rogers. Pictures started coming out. Hey, Miss Sandra. Thank you for being here. Pictures started coming out of Sebastian. That beautiful, contagious smile that we all fell in love with. And then we hear from the parents a little more. And as the interviews increased, so did the story of what happened with Sebastian. We started getting a little insight into Sebastian's home life. We started digging a little harder into these stories don't match up, why these stories do not make sense to us at all. We start paying real close attention. Time keeps ticking by. A pair of glasses are found. Everybody's hopeful. They're Sebastians. Maybe that's a clue. Then we're told they're not Sebastians. Of course, later on, we have those from TikTok that come up and say, yes, we know for sure, 100%, it's been told to us by his mother. Those were his glasses. They were just an old pair he had. Just like the pants that Terry Lynn found while searching the creek bed. Those were Sebastian's, according to what the TikTokers said, and according to what the mother had told them. It just was a pair that he had outgrown a long time ago. Red flag started by the second interview because of the stories changing. We start questioning things because it shouldn't be that a mother who was the only person in the home with Sebastian Rogers can't tell the same story that she told in the beginning. We start looking a little deeper. Then we hear the stepfather speak up saying how Sebastian got in trouble one day because he didn't have his belt on. And he got a whack with the belt that didn't make sense to any of us, because what was he in trouble for? You ask him where the belt was. He said in his room. Mr. Chris tells him to go get it. He did. So what did he do so bad to deserve a whack with a belt? By this time, we have people that are starting to come on their platforms and tell contradicting things, according to the mother and what she says. We all know that was the beginning of the end of actually trying to do some good in the Sebastian Rogers case, because there became this whole other platform of people speaking out by calling out and attacking other creators. You see, I started in YouTube a long time ago. I've been here several years, several years. I only started my channel because I had things I wanted to say when the Summer Wells case. That was it. I had things that I saw and wanted to talk about. I came here for a reason. I came here because I want these children to be found. I know what it's like to live one day, without your child in your life. One day of the realization that you're not going to see your child ever again. You're not going to hear that laugh. You're not going to get those hugs. You're not going to hear the laughter and joy in their voice ever again. I wanted to do good with my channel. I wanted to dig into these cases and see what I could do to help find these children. Never once did I ever want to come on and call out the parents of these missing children. But there comes a time when a parent's actions, a parent's words, puts up a red flag. The right thing to do is to question why the red flags. So I started out with Summer's case, not wanting to blame the parents because there was actually nothing. Just like Sebastian, this little girl, barefooted, just disappeared one day. As things started going along in her case, just like with other cases prior to that, you have other channels that see it a completely different way and don't like a certain creator, and you got the Mean Girls Club. That's everywhere. I thought that's what we had here with Sebastian's case at first. Folks, we are coming up on 16 months and the Mean Girls Club have dug their heels in, and they're not going anywhere. We have a stepfather who feels he has the right to say the most hurtful, vile, disgusting things towards another creator who just questions a few things that he said, questions things that Sebastian's mother has said, just like the rest of us. But he felt the need to do and say all the horrible things he did. It was at that point that I realized Sebastian Rogers' case has crossed a line. The whole platform here is nothing like we've ever seen before. And I have a feeling it's not anything like we'll ever see again. I questioned myself last night because if those of you came out and watched my show last night on the Austin Serial Unaliver, I was mad. I was very mad and angry. And I do apologize for those that have had to sit and listen to that. But I don't apologize for anything I said, because I actually felt that. But last night, sitting there by myself, and I'm trying to think about what I'm going to talk about today, I'm sitting there thinking about what's the use? What in the actual hell am I doing putting 100% into trying to find this child only to have other people sit there and tear it apart? And of course, I wake up today and Nonsense is having a ball with it. So to her, I say, kiss my ass, Nonsense. You're not worth my time. But folks, I will say this much. I stand by what I see. I stand by what I present to you. I do not present it as if this is what you have to believe. I do not ever at any time come up here and feel entitled to be a person that knows the things and you need to listen to me. Never once has it been like that. I've had people that have corrected some things that I've said because I had it wrong. I've come on here and told you, hey, look, this was wrong. Have no problem with that. You see, we don't know what happened to Sebastian, guys. None of us. Or maybe most of us. And for me to sit here and say, this is what's going on, would straight up be a lie. So therefore, I try to keep my channel where I use their words that they said, the mother, the stepfather's family. I use the things we have that we can actually see or hear, and we ask questions from there. The Texas Roadhouse video, I stand by it because that's what I saw. The video I have, that's what I see. 100%. How many versions of the Texas Roadhouse video has there been? You see at the beginning, SF was very quick to put it out first before At Night or Dog. And we talked about this yesterday. There is a video out there that SF put out where it was all kinds of manipulated. People were altered. Now, for me to sit here and say the version that got put out is 100% accurate, there has been no editing done to this at all, would be the stupidest thing in the world to say. Because I can't prove that. Just like when Hindsight puts out that there is a stop on the way home at a convenience store, a car pulls up beside Katie and Sebastian got out and got in that car. I can't prove that. I can't even show it to you or talk about it because I don't have that. So I'm not going to pretend like that's actually something we can go over. I don't know. I don't have the proof. But last night, I asked myself why I was so upset. And it was more disappointment than it was anger. But I used anger to express it. You see, I stand by what I saw. I stand by me using that video and showing you what I saw in that video. When I put up a comparison, I am digging in hard, finding the picture that's going to be as close to the same facial position as what I see at Texas Roadhouse in the screenshot I have from that. And to watch a channel blatantly sabotage every bit of it, to show pictures that were nowhere close to the picture and of the screenshot from Texas Roadhouse that I had. That was intentional. And I took that. I took that as a jab. And then I questioned why. I thought we were all on the same team here. We're not like that other side. But are we? And I guess I got my answer last night. You see, we have creators here. Creators that can work together, that can call each other up or send an email or whatever and say, hey, I saw what you did, but I want to show you something different. It can work that way. And then you get down to the bottom of it, because that's what a team is supposed to do. I very much learned last night there is no team over here. There is no other side of the street, no green team. Everybody is in this for their own. We all stand separately because people don't want to hear the truth. People do not want the God's honest truth to be put out there. I question so much now, so much, that I will not at any time apologize for anything I have put out. Because with what I've had and what I have seen, yeah, I'm going to put out some stuff. I'm going to show you what I see and what I put out, and I stand behind it 100%. And if you're a channel that wants to be, trash, go right ahead and tear it apart. I don't care. I don't give a damn. I really don't. Because at night, you see, I go to bed feeling good about myself. Because I'm not here to play a game. I'm here so that Seth Rogers can get his son found and be able to have a good night's sleep for once. Because that man has not had that in a very long time. That's all I want. That is my goal. I'm not here to play some stupid ass shitty game behind the scenes. I'm not here to play games with other people who want to sit there and call out people, who want to tear other channels down. I don't even care if it's from the other side of the street. I'm not going to talk trash about them. They are what they are. And if people can't see it, then hey, so be it. I'm not that trashy of a person, folks. And I'm not going to do it. I'm not here to play a game with a missing child. A child that's still somewhere. A child that his father is desperately trying to find. As I was talking on the phone today with my friend, I realized that there is a lot of behind the scenes things going on that I didn't even realize. Had no clue of. And to say this, I'm 100% when I say to all the people who want to conspicuously be wherever a creator is on their everyday life activity, I hope you're enjoying your life, because when the truth comes out, and it always will, well, I hope you like orange. You see, there's a lot of different creators, and they all talk. We all basically have always just talked about the same case, worked this one case and gave our viewpoint, right? Never, ever in all the years I've been following true crime, listening for a long time, getting into some chats, finally going up on panels, finally just starting my whole channel. Never once have I seen the things that are going on in Sebastian's case. You got your mean girl club. Always. Always. You're going to have that. But they're the ones that are, you know, it's my way or the highway kind of thing. Then you have the others that get caught up in a version of possibilities. And they don't want to hear anybody else's because they are dug in so deep on their thoughts. It's just the way it works. We're human. And you see, there's always still a missing child, even though creators are all looking differently, looking into this, looking into that. Summer Wells case. You had the Fred Hill side, you had the Andy Bernard side. There was no considering either or. It didn't cross over. You were on one side or the other side. But you were always, your number one goal was to find Summer. That's not happening here. That's not happening in Sebastian Rogers' case. There is no way in hell anybody could ever convince me otherwise. And folks, you have too many big players in the background. It's never happened in the other cases. You've always heard from the parents in the other cases. We hear from the parents here as well. I mean, seriously, I never thought there could have been anything worse than Don Wells being drunk and shooting up and all the things on a live. Never thought it could get worse than that. But for a stepfather of a missing child to tell a YouTube creator to start a shotgun, I guess it can get worse than that. I guess it can get worse than Don Wells. But at the end of the day, no matter what Don Wells was saying or doing, our number one goal was always every one of us to find little Summer. I don't believe that's what the goal is in Sebastian's case over here with all of the creators. You see, I honestly believe there are creators who are being paid to do exactly what they're doing. And I've told y'all that. All those big high dollar super chats being passed around over there. Come on now. They're being paid, guys. They're being paid. All the threats, the serious threats, people's real life are being dug into. Their homes are being put on display for everybody to see. Folks, only in Sebastian's case. So why would it be that Sebastian's case is so special that we have to have all of this happening? What is so important about putting Brittany J's home out there? Her address to her home, knowing that there are psychopathic, schizophrenic, mind effed people out there that could possibly say, I'll take care of it, don't worry about it. What's that purpose? What do they know on the other side is another question. When you have elevated truth that tells Mr. Chris, the stepfather of Sebastian Rogers, don't make me pull my man card. Don't make me tell everything I know. What do they know? What is it that they know that we don't know? Because when you have a creator such as last night, gonna sit there and trash everything I did, but yet turn around and say, we have the video that y'all no one else has seen. What? So you're gonna trash me because I went off the video I saw, and you're gonna throw it up to everybody's faces that you got something ain't nobody else seen at Texas Roadhouse. Are we for real here? Are we for real? Because you see, the video I played, y'all saw it. You saw those people in those positions. So the work we did was off of the video we had. But you do notice last night the words, we have footage you haven't seen, but they didn't show it, right? They didn't back that shit up. That's how this game is played, folks. That's how it's played. I played into it. I played into it. I was asked to stop alive. I was asked not to talk about these things anymore. I was told things, and now I question every bit of it. Hang on, my daughter's calling. Let me double check if the game's going to happen. Hold on. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Game's canceled for tonight. It'll all be one whole day tournament tomorrow. So I apologize. And my granddaughter got contacts. She was so excited. She had to show me and talk to me about it. So sorry for that. So back to what we were saying. Oh, look at my hair. I put mousse in it. It'll grow bigger and bigger as it dries all the way. Anyways, of course, they'll use this for content to make me look horrible. Whatever. They got nothing to do than to trash other content creators. That's because they can't do their own shit. Just saying. So we have people in place telling other people what they should or should not be doing. Thank you, Wackadoodle. Thank you. But yet we're not supposed to go against the groove. It just blows my mind. You see, I look at it this way, folks. If there was no one involved in Sebastian's disappearance, no one at all, then everybody would be looking for this child. But that's not happening. We have a mother and a stepfather who on March the 4th, just days after Sebastian is reported missing, they leave and go across the state. If Sebastian ran away, as the mother puts it to us, right? He just walked out that door, barefooted now. Don't forget the barefooted. I doubt he would walk all the way to Oregon. Right? But they're going to go there. You know, they packed up a little later and went all the way across the other side to a biker rally in South Carolina. I'll call that out every day, all day. I don't care what parent it is. I don't care who you are. I would call that out every day, all day. We have creators who started at the very beginning helping Seth find his son because they supposedly saw the red flags, right? You know, along the way, they're all now on the other side, working happily together. But were they working happily together the whole time? I say yes. I say yes. Folks, when I talked about the other day how the plan was put into play on February the 25th at Texas Roadhouse, we had to figure out when did that play get started, right? So we have to go way back. How many of those creators was in play way back? How many people actually knew Katie and Chris. How many of those people knew Sebastian would go missing? That's what the question should be. How many? Because you see, all the little, we went to Katie and Chris's house and sat down and had a conversation with them, like making it out. Crabtree sat there and made it out like that's the first time he ever did that. Like he really didn't even know them till then. Bullshit. His mother's best friends with, oh, mommy socks. Come on now, make it make sense. There's been a play in action for a while now before Sebastian ever went missing. And there are people on the other side that were part of it. I'm going to call it like I see it, folks. And the people that were friends with Seth that just flipped and turned around on him like crazy. You know, the woman that actually stole the CPS reports. It's all part of the play. Oh, thank you, Holly. It's just my hair. Haven't done nothing to it. Let it dry. Put some mousse in it. Let it dry. But thank you. Exactly, Cinderella. If you go back a little further, you'll see this is all a repeat of Nina's story. Just exactly the same thing. The same people, the same hate campaigns, the same people in play with the judge and the lawyers and the police department and all the things. Folks, they're pros at what they're doing. They are. This is not anything new to the Proudfoot and the Bowerstocks family. They do what they do best. Yeah, Holly. Isn't it though? Yeah, Heather, the same things are reoccurring. We've heard it. We've heard it from Nina's very own mouth. There's not one of us that can be surprised to find out law enforcement was in on Nina's thing and would not allow her and her children to go in the building when they're trying to say run over her while her children are sitting in that vehicle. They wouldn't open the door for her. The police would not open the door for a woman and her 3 children while the Bowerstocks and the Proudfoots are standing out there heckling her, laughing at her, throwing things at her, saying back up and run over her. And yet we have a missing boy and the police aren't doing jack shit about it. It's because they're all on the same side. It's the same thing. It's almost deja vu. You know, you got Dog's team come in, you got Nick's team come in. We've got all these players that have been part of this story. Some have faded off. Questions. People have questions about all the players. What if I told you there were more players that really haven't been put out a lot? Because there are. And I'll tell you that for a fact. I was asked not to talk about it. I was asked to take a live down. I was. And the funny part is that person now will not respond to me at all. Supposed to be working behind the scenes on things. So yeah, I got questions about that. You know, Blue starts out, Blue Eyes Jewel, in our chat here, one of my mods, and she starts digging into things, actually having a conversation with Katie and Chris on the phone. Polly's Cookie, thank you for becoming a member. We appreciate you so much. So good to have you with us. Let's welcome you to the South. Let me get back up here. Here we go.
Welcome, welcome to the South. We break that good stuff down. We got enough to go around. So can I get a right and get down? Welcome to the South.
Polly, it's your birthday too? Oh, were you in here earlier for the birthday song? Thank you for that, Polly. Thank you for being here with us. Were you here for the birthday song early, Polly? If you didn't hear the birthday song, I'll play it for you. Just let me know and we'll play it. I don't know if she was in here. We're going to play it anyways. We're going to play Happy Birthday for our Polly.
Woke up today with a smile in my heart. It's your special day, a brand new start. The candles are lit, the cake's in sight. Let's make this moment shine so bright. Happy birthday, my dear friend. May your joy today never end. Hope your dreams take flight, soar far. Have a day as sweet as you are. The laughter echoes, the music plays. Memories we'll keep for all our days. Raise a glass to the year ahead, for all the words we've yet to have said. Happy birthday, my dear friend.
Happy birthday to you. Welcome, welcome to the membership as well. Thank you so much. You know, Hope Float says it best here. I just really feel for Seth and Sebastian being done this way. Neither one of them deserve it. Neither one of them deserve this. And it is my opinion and my opinion only that if people involved were not so scared about going to jail, none of this shit would be happening. None of it. But because we haven't shut up, because we're pressing on and we're pushing through to call out the crap, they have to dig down harder and go deeper into showing houses and addresses, calling up your mod and saying, hey, you and your friend need to shut up. Calling me up and saying, it's time for you to zip it. Coming in my chat telling me you drove past my house. Well, that's kind of funny because you don't just drive past my house. But okay. And yet we're supposed to all stop. So what happens when we all stop talking about Sebastian? It just goes away. They just get to go on vacations. Is that it? They get to live their life and have just accomplished the perfect crime? Is that it? Sebastian's case quietly drifts off and becomes a case that's talked about for years to come. You know, the same words Mr. Chris said on day 8 of him being missing. Stupidest thing that man could have ever said, because that told you right then he knew that Sebastian was not going to just be found. Whatever has happened to Sebastian Rogers is known by many. However, those many would all be going to jail together, and not one of them is going to say a word. So what's happened here, my friends, is people are feeling entitled enough to make the threats, call people out. Let's destroy this version they've put out there and make a mockery of it by putting different pictures on there that looks absolutely freaking disgustingly different, to make it look as if they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Let's do that so that people don't listen to that person. Let's talk about all the things and talk about how bad of a person they are. Let's make sure we get the stepfather on here, get him worked up so that he can attack that person, because he's got all this built up rage inside of him because that person has talked about him. Well, if you weren't so stupid from the very beginning and you shut your mouth up, it would have been better off for you, wouldn't it have been? It's the way it is, though, folks. I'm calling it like I see it. Because from the very, very beginning, the mother of Sebastian has yet to speak to the father of Sebastian, will not talk to him at all. Huge red flag. Huge. There are so many red flags in this case that this whole platform should be red. Everything that has been said and done by the mother and the stepfather should be investigated. But they're not, because they have the right people in the right places, and all the other side over there is wanting to do is to make that money they're being paid to talk shit and to be on the Netflix series. Folks, there's a child missing. Where is he? Is what you should be concerned with. He did not walk out on his own. There is no evidence he ever left that house. There was one light in the backyard hours before he was reported missing that ran to that home, and only one person was in that home that morning. If that's not enough to investigate, if that's not enough evidentiary value to the case, folks, it's obvious. The cover up is happening. They've involved YouTube now. It is so obvious. And there's so much more than we could ever imagine that's happening. So much more. There's things I don't even know about that's happening. There are so many questions about people that are part of this that I am starting to question everything that I ever thought. I've had creators tell me they've sent in tips to every person possible and have had not one return call. Told me the evidence they had should have been questioned. Not one phone call. Folks, I'm not the loser here. I'm just a person on YouTube telling my opinion. And if somebody else wants to trash my opinion, whatever, it just says more about them than it does me. I don't give a care. Somebody wants to threaten me by saying you drove by my house. I know better. It didn't happen. Shut up. Go on. But where's Sebastian? Where is Sebastian? Number one, always. Where's Sebastian? But these people don't care about that answer. So you have to stop and question. Do they know where he's at? Do they know what happened to him? Are they all playing a game together? I don't know who to believe and who not to believe anymore, folks. I don't know anything. But what I see with my very own eyes from a video that's put out from Texas Roadhouse that shows Sebastian and his mother, and I dig into that video, I look hard into that video, and I'm going to show you what I found, and I'll stand behind it every damn day of the week. if you have a different video, if you have footage never before seen, maybe you should show that. Maybe you should show some proof. Because all that does is make me wonder how many freaking different videos of Texas Roadhouse are there? Have we seen the actual real video? That got approached to me. That was a subject of conversation that was had. And it's made me question it. It's making me think about that. Stephen Fisher, investigation person, whatever you want to call him, throws out a video at the very beginning because he wants to get a jump on it. And he's got people all kinds of ways distorted and messed with. Then Dog and his team put out video. Looks totally different. People are in place in Dog's video. They're not there with SF's video. However many versions are there of Texas Roadhouse video is my question. So if your video you have that you're not showing nobody shows a whole different story, and you're going to call me out on looking at the video that I did look at, screw you. Because I stand behind what I saw in the video I looked at. Folks, Sebastian, in his case, it is the biggest, most horribly messed with case I've ever seen. And I followed a lot of stuff on YouTube. And never has it been to this degree of fuckery. Excuse my language, but there is nothing else to be said about it. No case has ever been messed with like this. Why? You have to ask the question why. I don't get it. But like I was telling my friend today, I don't think that way. I don't think about putting out a video that's all distorted and pretend like, oh my God, there's Sebastian. Why would I do that? It doesn't make sense. Why would somebody want to do that? That should be our question. Why? Why are you going to pretend this person over here is good and this one's bad, but not look at this person that's absolutely insanely psychotic? Make it make sense. What did Hope Float say? Neither is the D in the audio we heard is, in my opinion, legit. CP said, or a man said, I know the DA or prosecutor. Yes, the DA has been in on this from the very beginning. They were there when the light show was shown and they convinced Katie, Chris, and Seth that it was a trash truck. The DA was sitting right there through all of that. Make that one make sense. What person on the face of this earth is going to believe that a trash truck has lights that come together, go over here, and one runs away. It don't happen, folks. It's called common sense. Use it. Folks, I don't games. I don't play well with others, okay? I can get really ugly. But this is all uncalled for in a missing child's case. All of it. Why? Should be the huge question. Why? Where is Sebastian, and why are you all doing what you're doing? That should be what is solved. It doesn't happen this way in other cases, folks. You don't have a whole damn YouTube group of people that sit here and pass big money for super chats. Pass it around like crazy. Pay those people off. It's obvious what's happening. It's obvious the distraction that's being caused. It's obvious the hate. And it's obvious when people are being followed. Seth said, and we heard it in the video yesterday, if you're being followed, write down the make, the model of the car, and the license plate and give it to me. Write down the time and the date. And he turned all of those in. And credit goes to a press conference that says there's no one being threatened. No one's being followed. Craddock was doing what he's paid to do, I think. And at the end of the day, all of this could stop. All of it could stop if someone would make that anonymous call and say where Sebastian is. That's it. Those of us who are causing y'all issues by calling out the truth of what we see will go on. But you see, we have those channels where all that money being exchanged back and forth. They don't want to miss out on that. So let's just keep it going, right? But the thing is, where's Sebastian? Where's Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers? And why do so many people not want him found? That's it. End of story. That's it. Where is this young man? And why do so many people not want him found? Are they the ones that's scared? Are they so scared for their life that they're going to inflict hate and terror on other people to shut them up so that they can go on living their life? Because in my opinion, that's exactly it. 100%. I want nothing more than to sit here every day and talk about Sebastian and all the possibilities that can go along with how we can find Sebastian, how we can figure out what happened to him. But folks, if I'm going to sit here and dig down into a subject such as Texas Roadhouse, and then I'm going to have people who I thought were good folks do what they did last night, that's freaking bullshit. It's shit. I'm reading some of y'all's comments. You know, Sebastian was a special child. Every child is special. Every child is. I think my babies are the most special of all. I had 3 beautiful babies. They grew up to be amazing people. I have one that will forever be 27. My son, I always told him he was born in the wrong generation. He was my 70s baby, my 70s boy. He loved Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan. He loved all the great music that was made back then, all the bands. He loved Kurt Cobain, and his music fascinated him. And all the greats passed away when they were 27 years old. They have this thing called the 27 Club, and my son is now part of the 27 Club. Those greats that he admired so much. Even Amy Winehouse is part of that 27 Club. And my baby's part of it too. What I wouldn't do to have one more day with my son. Just give me one more day so I can say all the things that I thought I had a lifetime to say to him. You see, that's how Seth feels right now. Just give me that one more time with my son. I won't never let him go. If I had one more day, I would not let my child get in a car and drive ever again. I would not let him ever leave from my sight. I would for the rest of life. And you see, if Seth ever was to get Sebastian back and he was okay and alive, that's how he will be. But it's not Seth causing the problems, folks. It's not him. They have attacked him. They have called out horrible, hateful lies against him. And trust me, if there was ever one thing I found on Seth, that would have been back, I wouldn't back him up. I would question him and I would call him out as well. But you see, I do my own research. I look into my own things. I don't take what everybody says as 100%. I want to do it. I want to see it for myself. And there's nothing there that they're calling out and saying on Seth. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Why? Why would they ever allow that to happen to Sebastian's father? Because he's the one that's searching and looking into everything the most. That's why. That's why he's getting the hate, just like the rest of us here that just want Sebastian found. Folks, it's obvious these people don't want to go to jail. They don't want to get locked up. They don't want the truth to be found. And if Sebastian is ever found, whether he's alive or not, these people will go to jail. These creators who sat there and coddled him will go to jail. Hold on just a minute, folks. Okay, sorry about that, friends. Anyways, I think you get what I'm saying. I think you all understand where I'm coming from. I think every one of us knows there is a bigger picture here, one that we couldn't even probably begin to understand. And the links that some people will go to try to keep from being in trouble. It's amazing to me. I sat a lot of times last night and I thought and went over things in my head. And I'm like, I questioned everything I've been doing. And that's when I had to stop. And I stand by what I've put out. I stand by what I say. I stand by how I feel. And that's because I've seen things. I've heard things. We've all listened and saw the same thing. If you got something different, then you put out your own shit. I can't sit here and play games with people when a child's missing. I'm not going to play your stupid bullshitting games. It ain't happening. Get over yourself. I got better things to do in life. And if I don't have nothing to say about Sebastian on here, don't think I'm going to use my time to be talking about you over there. Get over it. I can do my own content. I can dig in and find things on my own. I've got great minds that work with me. I got people in my chat that send me information, and we all work together because there's this thing called such as, working together as a team here over here. Just because you're on the wrong team doesn't make you right. I'm not trying to be right, because some of the things that I see and some of the things that I hear would not be good for Sebastian. And so I wouldn't want to be right on some of the things that I question. I want him to be okay and alive and come home and spend the rest of his days with his father, living a good life. That's what I want. That would be the ultimate goal. But I'm not sure it's going to be that good. I'm really not. Because why would people go to this level of attacks, this level of threatening people, showing up, and just being conspicuously standing by to be seen when they're living their normal, everyday, real life? Why? It's those people that will go along with the leaders of all of this to jail, because I honestly believe in my heart 100% that the truth will always come to light. Sebastian will get his justice. When that is, I don't know. But I will be the first one to stand up and say, I told y'all so. Folks, stick with me, hang in there, because Sebastian's still missing. I promised I would never stop when it comes to Sebastian. I promised each and every one of you that I'm going to do the best I can. And I'm not going to stop. And we're going to keep going. And that's what we're going to do. But there's times like today that so much going through my mind and piling up on top of me that I got things to say. Today is not going to do anything to help find Sebastian, because those people who are doing the hate, those people who are threatening, those people who are working behind the scenes and doing all the things are going to think that, aha, we got to her. Well, aha, no you didn't. We're going to keep going, guys. We're going to keep moving. Sometimes this has to be done and said, because this is about Sebastian. This is about Sebastian. So all we want is to find this child, and whoever keeps streaming me, keep on streaming. These people are disgusting. It is what it is. I'm going to call it for what I see it. And I call it trash. Nasty, bottom of the barrel, scum sucking trash. That's it. That's it. That's all you can say. But guess what? At the end of the day, they could be all that, but Sebastian's still missing. So where is he? Should always be our number one goal. But people can't play that way, right? It's how we're going to play it. Where's Sebastian? Where is Sebastian? Because he is the reason we're all enduring this right now. Because we believe in the fact that he needs to be found. We believe his father deserves to be able to have a good night's sleep, just knowing. At this point, he just needs to know. And if that young man is in one of those facilities that we have talked about, God help him. Because it's not a good place for any child to be. Folks, I am going to get out of here. I'm not going to the ball game tonight, but there's cake downstairs and a little girl who doesn't feel so great on her birthday. So I'm fixing to go spend time with her and love on her for a little while. I want to say thank you to everybody who's here listening. Folks, you may not agree with me, and that's cool. That's the way life goes. That's a way of life, I mean, that's human nature. Everybody's got their own thoughts, and that's okay. We can all agree to disagree. But when you start sucking the bottom of the barrel, we don't need that. If you got an issue with me, or you ever see something that I say that's not right, I've said it 1,000 times before, send me an email. Let me know I got it all mixed up. I'm not perfect. And it takes all of us. Guys, this is not just my channel. I think this is your channels as well, because you're all here. Y'all are digging in as much as I am. We work together for a reason. But just remember, there are those behind the scenes. It's a dark, dingy place over there. Darker than we could ever imagine, I'm afraid. Very dark. They're not here for Sebastian, folks. Keep that in mind. Because we're here trying to find Sebastian, and what could possibly have happened, and all the theories and possibilities and players involved and all the things. It doesn't make it fact. It puts a question in your mind. Let's dig a little deeper. It's what it's all about. Katie Proudfoot holds the key to the facts and the truth. She's the one that was with him in the car only, right? She's the one in the home with him only that night. She's the one that knows the facts. All we can do is talk about it. So y'all be safe out on these streets. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all always being here and having my back. And I apologize when I get upset and angry. Oh yeah, Rhonda, you enjoyed that? I'm glad you did. I do thank y'all. I appreciate everybody so much. And we're doing some late night lives too. If y'all want to ever join in on that. Last night we went over the possible fact that there may be a serial unaliver in Austin. It was very good. We had a nice time. I will, Bobby. Thank you. I love you guys so much. I appreciate everybody. But folks, tread very careful out there on the streets. There's a lot at play, and it's on the very dark side of evil. And I'm not just calling out one person. I'm not calling out anyone. I'm just saying there is a very dark side of evil at play. And we have to fight with the good of Sebastian. So guys, tomorrow sounds like if no rain, I'll be at the ballpark all day. If it works out to where I won't, I'll try to come on and do a live tomorrow, but I'm not sure I'll be here tomorrow. If not, I will definitely see you all Sunday, and we'll try to do something then. But until then, I'll keep you all posted. Thank you all so much for being here. Y'all have a great night. Love and hugs to everybody. Bye.